Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here once again in Herebrand's hideout in Woodhurst. We have a quest we were given from the last episode. It's called Aids for Brockbridge, and I was a little bit confused because we are obviously doing these quests to get the trait points that we need, and I thought, hey, the quest, the quest that we do to get the trait point is in Woodhurst. I know that for a fact. So I did a little bit of research and found out that basically there's two more sort of quest lines that we have to do in other areas before we get sent back here. So we're doing Aid for Brockbridge. That's going to send us to Brockbridge. We're going to complete some quests there. We're going to come back to Woodhurst to do, I think it's 3 quests I'm looking at here. We're going to then go to Gapholt and then come back for 2 quests after that back at Woodhurst. So I'm thinking there are 8 quests, 8 proper main quests before we get to Woodhurst. I'm going to try, I know it's not going to work properly because of XP and our double XP and stuff, but I'm going to try and see if we can maybe get all 8 of those quests completed in this episode today. I think that'll be quite good and will get us moving on quite quickly because, it is quite a long while otherwise that we'd be, out of the main quest line, which we already are quite a little while out of it. So before we get to that, we do have our Heartbeat Gift of the Day, so we'll have a quick look at what that is. It is going to be hopefully something good. Massive pile of silver scraps. Have I sold the one from last episode? No, I haven't, so we still have 2 of those available. And off we are up here, where I think they're... I did a quick look by accident because I meant to go outside, and I found out there is a set of food. Yeah, food in the farmhouse. There's wood planks near the farmhouse. There's iron bars from the miners and arrow bundles in the market. So let's go grab all the supplies for Brockbridge. Okay, so in here we have some food supplies. So let's pick those up. Perfect. And there should be some wood somewhat nearby here. So, looking around, hopefully some wood. Let's press delete, see if we can find anything. Farmhouse. Other than that, though, can't see anything for the moment. Ah, wood planks. Here they are, right behind. That would make a bit more sense than them just being randomly out in a field. Then we've got some arrows, which we can get from over here. And then we've got some iron from the mine. So... Where are these arrows going to be? Are they maybe in the general store? Possibly. Let's have a look. Bundle of arrows, there we are. That makes light work of that. And then off to the mine we go to collect the iron for Brockbridge. Then we'll head over. Don't know how far Brockbridge is. Oh, it's just over there. And Gapholt is the other area we will go to eventually, which is just a little bit further off. So yeah, we'll do some quests in Brockbridge. Probably, well, as I said, I'm going to try and get all those done today if I can. Then we'll be coming back to Woodhurst for a little while, and then probably moving over, well, definitely moving over to Gapholt for a little while. I'm not sure how many quests there are in Gapholt, but hopefully there's not too many. So where we need to go to Brockbridge now. Do we have a swift travel to Brockbridge? That might make our lives a little bit easier if we do. If not, we can just go grab it, because it's going to help us in the end. But we do not, so we're going to have to manually travel there this time only. But yeah, basically, I don't know how many quests there are in Brockbridge. Not Brockbridge, Gapholt, sorry. Hopefully not too many, but we'll complete these today if we can. As I said, we'll then come back to Woodhurst for the next episode, and, well, if everything goes to plan today, then move to Gapholt. Depending on the amount of quests in Gapholt, we might try and get all those done in the next episode as well, since there's only 3 quests I can see from when we return from Brockbridge. So normally I would say I don't want to do looking up like quests. I've only looking at the quest chain. I'm kind of trying to not particularly read into quest names too much. I don't know really. I'm paying attention. I just pay attention to the numbers next to it. But they probably give quite a lot of stuff away.
I do not know
so we've been. Normally I won't do it, but I'm just trying to work out what we need to do to get this trait point stuff sorted, and then we can get back onto the main quest, and then we can do the other set when we get to Helm's Deep. I think is the next trait point set.
I need your help.
Your arrival is unexpected but most welcome.
There is much to be done.
So we're gonna have to talk to the Thane, who is over in this direction, and then up a hill, it looks like. So hopefully the Thane is welcoming of us, and they normally are, and he seems to need help, so this should be fun. So, very barricaded up in here. Thane is asleep, not asleep, maybe being tended to.
If you will help.
It's good to see more aid in this fair town. I want so much to see the sun again and feel a sword in my hand, but fate has trapped me in this broken body. He gets caught in another coughing fit, but recovers quickly. I hope that you can help us. The white hand is relentless, but our stand here will not break. So we need to talk to Dunneth.
I'm afraid of what is happening.
I need to get him ready to eat shortly. Would you mind taking these dishes to the cook to be washed? Can do indeed. Whatever help you need. Where's the cook? Over here. Okay.
I do not know if we
Fill the
will
bowls with food
survive
from the
this
pot.
onslaught. I am afraid of what is happening.
These quests might be quicker than I thought they were. Where is this Sergeant of the Guard? Where are you two? Hey? You outside? Eastern side of Brockbridge. Yep. So down here, we'll have a little jump down, make everything a little bit quicker. Bring the meals to hungry guards. Right, hopefully this, oh, he's up there. That's fine. Are you up there? Yeah. So there should be, I think I saw at least one inside, so we'll go and pop in there quickly. Actually, I'm gonna try and focus on the ones outside, because if I can save going inside, that might be a little bit better. But I think we are going to minimum have to go inside at least once. I need this hungry guard. And then there's a hungry guard. Well, you're Moolah, you are hungry guard, and you're hungry guard in here. So we'll just go inside this time now. Yep, I saw you a second ago. I think I even made a comment on the fact you are hungry. Or at the very least I thought to myself, oh, that guy looks... oh, is particularly hungry. Maybe we should give it to him. Right. I also want to have a look at your quest to see if...
I am
yeah, dulls by wear and tear. Sharpen the blades. So we need to find some discarded blades and get them as well. Sharpened up. So is there probably 4 here and 4 on the other side, I'm thinking? Maybe so. Or maybe not. There's a discarded blade up here. It's interesting. I guess wherever there is a set of guards, there probably is some discarded blades. So we'll go up here first, and then we need to go talk to Herebrand anyway, but we'll go get the discarded blades over here, see if we have to pop back down to the guard captain down there, or if we have to go talk to Herebrand again instead. Or we can just do that now. And can we jump down here? We can. Good. 2 discarded blades down here. Perfect. Just what we need. All sharpened up. And we need to talk to you anyway, so perfect.
I need your help.
So finish with you.
There is much to be done.
And finish that one as well.
There is much to be done.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of XP, but hopefully, I don't think it'll happen possibly, but there's a quest here which has quite a lot of landscape quests to it. Maybe if the XP, you know, let's say it's going to be 50k XP after the bonus XP, which is going to be the next quest completion, we might actually be able to level up today. I'm not entirely sure.
I need your help.
So this one is a small fellowship quest. However, I'm going to see if I can do it. If not, at least it's on our quest line. We don't necessarily have to complete it, I don't think, to complete everything here, but it would be nice to complete. We also have a few quests here. What was this quest? The enemy's gain is our loss, which is a part of this quest. Which also brings up the point of, obviously, we're also going to get XP from killing enemies, so that's also an extra thing on top. So what do we need to do? Collect unlending weapons, 0 out of 6. Do we have to kill them for that, or do we have to... oh, we physically have to... what on earth is going on there? Yeah, we physically have to actually, like, loot their body, which is interesting. We are gonna have a struggle here. We are probably gonna die. Yeah, I got into a bit of a not trap necessarily, but that was a little too close for comfort. I did not mean to aggro those guys, so I am gonna use Desperate Flight to my advantage. We need to get a fireplace down, or campfire down quickly, because that's just gonna boost up our non-combat morale regen by quite a significant bit, especially when we got these wounds on us. We're just gonna need to... Because essentially that doubles... Well, that does double. We get 19k per minute, so it should take under a minute now to sort that out. We also have this quest, War Machines of Brockbridge, or War Machine in Brockbridge Siege, so we'll do those. And then we got Rain Arrows from the Brockbridge Siege, which I assume is possibly part of those archers. So I'm hoping I can maybe aggro one... No, they're allies, so... They're gonna aggro together. Right, we'll take these guys out as quickly as we can. I think it was more specifically the white hand enemy that was causing us that issue there. I don't think it was necessarily the archers, because they don't seem all that powerful. Right, so we need to destroy 3 of them. There's 2 over here and 1 over there, so that should be relatively easy. We're going to have, obviously, some enemies here, though we can probably get into this one without too much issue. The problem with the archers is, quite obviously, they do a lot of bleeding damage, similar to us. Or they seem to be doing a lot of bleeding damage, similar to us, so that is a bit of a concern. We also have to remember... you're going to be an issue, aren't you? Yeah, we also have to make sure we remember to loot these guys, actually loot these guys, because whilst always loot all is all currently on, we have to physically collect the weapons from the enemies. Yeah, see, this guy has 156,000. He was probably my issue just then. I'm not sure if I'll be able to defeat him currently. We will have to quickly maybe see about that. We can probably rapid fire him with a barbed arrow and possibly do it. If he's melee only, then I think we should be good. If he has a ranged attack, we might be in a bit more of a tight situation. But we're definitely going to have to just take out all the enemies around him quickly. But again, if I can't defeat him, I don't think it's going to cause us too many issues down the line. I think we should still be able to, as long as we complete Messenger of Brockbridge Siege, we should be able to go on for the next quest. I just think that, you know, obviously if we're going to try to, we might as well actually try to do all the quests. Plus experience is always a nice thing. Speaking of which, there we are, 81k experience. And we're obviously also getting reputation for this, so trait points plus reputation. I'm going to try and take this guy out if I can. Yeah, we're getting trait points, reputation for the Helmingus, which means we're going to be able to get that travel skill a lot quicker. Because we only need to be friend, which is good, and I think we have the tokens for it currently already. Oh, I need to loot this guy as well. That's a good point. My only worry is, obviously, we've been struggling just against those guys. How are we going to fare against this dude? Like an elite. So we're definitely going to have to do something. Maybe Heartseeker into Barbed Arrow into something else. I also kind of messed up because I didn't have any focus when I just attacked the other archers, so I think that might have also been a concern of mine, or a issue that would have been brought up. Also, we are on level, so that might also cause us issues. If we were over leveled, I think we'd be fine. I don't think I got the white hand guy, which is what I was looking for there. Good. If I can stay away from him aggroing me, I'll be fine. My only worry is if I attack this Dunlending warrior, that he's going to then aggro Nagus. Yeah, see? Right, you, I'm gonna barbed arrow you so I can get out of your face, and then rapid fire as much as I can until barbed arrow is down. Then I'm going to have to barbed arrow you again because I don't want you catching up with me. If I can just kite him around in circles with nothing respawning, I'm going to have to pay attention to the mini-map because I see is a red dot behind us. My only worry currently is power, which if I do that, we should hopefully be able to get a power potion up. This is doable. This is doable, definitely doable. I have not taken a scratch of damage yet. Though saying that, I'm probably going to get messed up now. Come on. There we are. We also got a new weapon for that. Or not a new weapon, a new piece of armor, which is great because we are now obviously 92 level, or 92, so 12 levels above this level 80 stuff. So if we get this agility vitality stuff and replace that current or other bracelet, that one right there, that's going to also put our health up quite a considerable bit. So the other one we need to find is, well, we need to find a messenger, which is actually this guy. I think I'm going to rapid fire him. But we have rain arrows from the Brockbridge siege. I'm not sure what that quest is. It's my only concern with it. Also, the fact I'm getting a little bit of lag, it seems. There we are. Right. Pick up that. Then we need to put weapons in the weapon cache. And then I'm going to possibly quickly look up this Rain of Arrows from the Brockbridge Siege quest. Because it's a landscape quest, which means I've missed out on something. Either that or I'm not paying enough attention and... Ah, no, found it. It's right here. So, apparently I didn't... Okay, that's slightly annoying because I've already defeated those guys, so... I knew there was something to do with those archers, I just didn't know how they were brought into it because obviously we'd done that stuff already. So, basically we just need to I need to kill 2 sets of these guys pretty much because obviously you get 2 archers and 1 captain per, and obviously we need to kill 2 captains and 4 of the things, so... Shouldn't be an issue because if we just pop over to this area, there's 3 over here already waiting for us, and then that's everything sorted quest wise for this subset of quests. That moves us on to the next set, which will be good. I didn't actually mean to attack that guy that early. Okay, it's fine. I think that was an auto attack, so I must have pressed U at some point or clicked in a way I didn't want to. Come on, there we are. Rain of arrows for the Brockbridge Siege. We're going to try and get through here. I was about to say without aggroing, but I aggroed both of them. How clever of me. And then I think we have an instance next, which will be quite nice. Right. So that's our main issue, is focus. Actually, our main issue I've noticed from that, was it Nagas? Our main issue was power.
I need your help.
Oh, we got a new cloak in this. That is nice. We're going to get an increase in vitality and agility, which is always nice. We're going to lose finesse though. No, sorry, gaining finesse. I was looking at the opposite way around. We gain finesse quite a lot. We double our finesse rating, which is quite nice. And these are obviously, I think, like will and might for the light and heavy armor classes. So, talk to Herebrand. We have a instance to go on now.
The White Hand is pressing its assault upon Brockbridge, and the few defending it will be hard-pressed to survive.
Okay, so talk to Herebrand. We need to... we will fail if we... Well, it says, do not allow guards to be defeated, 0 out of 5, and Herebrand cannot be defeated. So this guy can't die. Has 154k, I think he should be fine. And we cannot have more than 5 guards die. Or probably more than 4. I think if we go to 5, it will fail us, but... Yeah, pretty much. I think we should be fine. I've never really had any guards die and such. There's only 3 here for the moment anyway. Oh, we're defending, not attacking. I don't know why I was looking that way. Which brings up a point. I should probably place a trap. Might not be of too much use, but you never know. It's always nice to have. Plus that deed that we need to start working on is going to be part of it. So archers are approaching. We're going to push in a little bit. Archers are what we want to focus on as us, because archers are a pain. That guy is really confused, and it's because I... Nope, he's sorted. Okay, the problem is I'm kiting them all to myself now, which means these guys aren't going to start attacking until... what other gate? The other gate? Wait, you're telling me I have to, like, look after 2 places? So there's 2 guards over here, I take it, and then, yeah. So the regular Dunlending are only 7k, so they're generally like a 1-2 shot kill with a focus skill, he says, whilst failing to kill them in 2 hits. But we just need to keep an eye on the map, really. What we should probably do, as a general rule, is if we stay in the middle here, we'll be able to see the red dots on both sides. And we can kind of keep a lookout. It's quiet. Too quiet. Maybe Herebrand has to say something else to me. Any words? Words of wisdom? No? Is there maybe another gate that I have to... Nope, okay, there's some enemies here. Cool. I was like, is there another gate that needs defending or something? I don't know. Why am I'm being really unlucky with these 7k health guys. I'm gonna go after the Uruk-hai warrior, because that would be a good idea. If you guys can just kill the archer, that would be nice. Because they're gonna do a lot more damage than you think to me. Or not, because they're now going for melee, which is stupid of them, but, you know. Never said they were smart, did we? And I expect another attack to be over here in the meantime. Nope. We okay over here? Oh, there isn't just 2 guards. There's 4 guards on each side, or 3 on this side, 4 on this side, but Herebrand is part of that, so 4 and 4 really. An Uruk-hai archer, so you are someone I want to pay attention to, because you are definitely going to be a pain in my backside. But yeah, there are technically 4 guards on each side, so we can have 1 gate technically fall, and still be kind of alright, because if 4 on that side die, you know, it's not 5 luckily, and Herebrand won't be counted in that. But then if anybody really here dies on top of that, it's going to be game over. Oh, and they got here in the meantime. Don't do this to me. Right, I'm going to go after the Dunlending. Please focus on the others. There's 4 of you. You should be hopefully okay. I will be with you in just a moment. Right. Is that anybody approaching from the other side? Not currently, and not yet. This won't count for it. Oh no, that does wounds. For some reason I thought it was only diseases for a moment. Could have used that earlier. That would have made my life a little bit easier. Plus, I think the D for this one is poison what poison. So we need to start working on that as well. So that's all good. Okay. Now we've got 2 Uruk-hai warriors and 2 Uruk-hai archers. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, guys, I might need a little bit of help by the fact I've got 2 of these guys on me. Thank you, Herebrand. Finally paying attention to me. Considering I am taking the brunt of the damage here. It's nice when you help. And Backup has arrived. Far too quickly for my liking. Get away from the gate. My only worry is the other gate is probably being really overrun. Yeah, I've run out of power. I'm hopefully going to get a regen of power in the time it takes us to get over to the other area that we're out of combat. Mainly also keeping an eye on the amount of guards defeated because, you know, if it goes up to 1, I know the other guard area is having a bit of a hassle. Which it looks like they already are, but our power, luckily, we don't have that much power and we regen a decent amount. 21k, we actually regen more power than we do morale out of combat per minute. So, you know, we have less of it, we regen more, we're generally okay. And you guys get like a better attack, or like a more favorable attack, like that. Less enemies. Less powerful enemies. Right then. Anybody? Any more for any more? I wasn't actually asking for people to volunteer. But okay. I need to stop bringing them over here because otherwise, yeah, I am just tanking it when I'm not really a tank character. I need to let others do some of the killing. Allow them to have that honor. I'm gonna get this archer because they are really annoying me. They have 2 power. Someone's been using all their focus skills. I just noticed we have 5.5 million nearly steed XP, and we barely have used our steed. We have 32 million regular XP though, which is also very impressive. Right, I'm gonna let them get there first, and then attack, so the guards actually kind of help. I'm not sure how many more waves there's gonna be though. Right, 5 on 1. Should be an easy takedown. There we are. Cool. Anybody on this side? And nobody on the other side from what I can see. As of yet. Could that be it for now? Maybe? I mean, they sent a lot of their, like, captains and such in. Nope. Still got a few more. Yeah, their siege captain. Oh, that was actually a terrible idea. I didn't realize what I was doing for a moment. I was like, oh, I'm just going to pick the one guy out. It won't aggro everybody else. What am I on about? Luckily, most of these guys, other than the captain, which I've already taken out. Oh, there's 2 of them? Damn, I didn't realize that. I was going to say, other than the captain, they're all relatively low health, which is still true. It's just more than 1 captain. There's 2 now. Right, how are we doing on this side? No attack for the moment. Good. Making quite a bit of money out of this as well, like, you know, 93 silver, 49 silver, you know. Okay, most of them aren't actually dropping silver, but still. Considering we're not getting many drops, like actual drops, we're doing alright, I think. Oh no, I just saw some red dots over here. This is why I should pay attention to the enemies, not the money. Yeah, those guys can mainly focus on the lower level guys. I'll just kite you away so you can't damage me. And then we just got the, well, Urukai. I thought one of the guards died then, but no, there's just two kind of melted into one. I was very worried. I saw a guy drop to the floor. I only saw 3 guards and I was like, oh no. But no, just 2 were like in the exact same spot. Working in unison. Oh. More to kill. I'm actually going to try a different tactic this time. I'm not going to kill the captain until very last. I'm going to go for all the lower level stuff first. Like the Dunlending here. Take him out and then all 5 of us can just, you know, focus on the one. Oh, there's actually 2 captains. Okay, ignore me. You can do that. We'll focus on this captain. So you've got 2 on there, 3 on here. But I assume Herebrand is like a lot more powerful than the regular guard. A formidable Urukai has joined the battle. Okay, so that's not only bad. Well, it's bad, but it's good. It's bad because it's going to be a hard enemy. It's good because that means that I'm guessing it's getting close to the end of the battle. So a formidable Urukai, who I cannot see over here. Who are you? The Urukai Siege Master. So that's around about the same health as Nagas. So he should hopefully be fine. What I'm going to do is, yeah, we'll focus on the lower guys quickly. Lower, as in 30k health. And then I'll go rapid fire on him. Because probably a decent idea to do so. Because Herebrand seems to be taking possibly the brunt of the damage from that Urukai. Yeah, it seems so. So we can just get rid of, well, he's got 154k health. He's probably the best tank out of all of us. So what I can do is do that, and then we'll just take out most of it. I think the fact, again, that he is the Siege Master and he's, you know, it made a little pop-up and said, hey, a formidable Urukai has entered the battle, means he is probably our final boss for this instance. But again, I think it brings up the point of power. Power is not a good situation right now. Hopefully, though, increase in just general armor and stuff will help out with that, because we still have, like, not amazing armor. I mean, it's alright, but, like, there's a lot of improvements that can be made. Like these, I think these are quite old now. Either way, though, let's go talk to you, finish this instance, and head back to the actual world again. So, the siege has been escalated. The siege has also been completed. So we're going to get this embroidered cloak of the Stone Deans, complete that, get that equipped for us, and survivor at Flogheld. So we need to find Flogheld. Is that a person or a place? I'm not entirely sure. It's right over there. So let's slightly hope that we can kind of not run into enemies, he says, as he runs straight into enemies. And then after this, well, this is the technically 6th quest of this Brockbridge area. Then we have a quest called Unmeasured Malice. However, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 landscape quests as part of that one quest, and then we move back to follow the trail, which puts us back into Woodhurst. So there is going to be a... it's not... It seems close. In theory, there's only 3 more quests to do, this and 2 more, but there's 9 sub-quests to, well, not necessarily even sub-quests, they will just pop up, and we might as well do them because we are so close to leveling up. In fact, we will level up probably by the time we just do Unmeasured Malice, because this is probably going to give us like 50k, just like that one did, so we're only 90k, 91k, so yeah, leveling up shouldn't take too long. Also, we completely ran past where we were supposed to be going to. We're also somehow we're in battle. Now we're in battle, that makes sense, but apparently the carrion bird. So you find that Flodgeheld has been attacked recently and should search for survivors. There is 2 quest rings I see already on bodies, so they is not looking too good. Dead Rohirrim, and I think the other was a dead Rohirrim as well. Also seems to be a corpse just generally here. Don't know if that's part of the quest or if it's just the one that gives you items. It looks like there's just a type that gives you items. A few crafting materials, pretty much. And we also have a... The man has wounds from many weapons. He must have fought valiantly to his death. And then over here we have Wilberth.
These are desperate times for the road.
Search Slain Rohirrim for the supplies. So we are going to search these 2 again. And we're going to get some healing supplies for Wilberth, hopefully. Ah, perfect. We found them straight away. So we're going to bandage his wounds, maybe help him, bring him back to where he needs to be.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim. I do not know.
Ah, so we were talking about it just a second ago, but literally you're getting some new armor here, which is quite nice, some agility and vitality, and some fate increases. Fate is obviously always good because that increases our in-combat morale and power regen. Also, I think our out-of-combat power regen, not entirely sure, let me just check. In-combat morale and power and non-combat power, yeah. So that makes sense. So we'll get these ones, which are vitality, agility, and fate instead of agility, vitality, fate, because we want the fate increase. So we need to scout the perimeter of Madfushhaum, and I don't know where that is. Oh, that massive place. That would make sense. And that is going to give us, well, being over here is going to give us those 9 landscape quests. So we are probably going to level up before we even get back, because 1 more quest and we should be leveling up now, so that'll be good, and hopefully we get a little bit into level 93 as well. That'll be good as well because we will be above the quest level for these quests, which we are currently 92. We'll also be on level with the epic quest that we are trying to eventually get back to, which will be quite nice. So I'm assuming, possibly, each kind of area I go to is going to give me a landscape quest. Oh, it wants me to defeat the Wolf Rider sentries. Cool. I was like, hey, I'm surprised he didn't attack me. Oh, that's good. I don't want to attack him. Oh, wait. Now I do. So we're probably going to be spending quite a little bit of time here just because the amount of quests they're going to be. This guy keeps, like, running out of my render range, possibly. It's a little bit peculiar. So we're going to have to do a little bit of running around. Then we got eyes and ears. I don't know if it's going to be a case of, like, us completing sentries of, you know, sentries outside, and then it's going to allow us to go to the next quest, or if we're just not in the right place yet to pick them up. But we're going to have to keep paying attention to, obviously, the quest that we have completed, because we want to know which ones we're looking for afterwards. We also just picked up a steel token, so that's quite nice. How many do we have at the moment? 5. It's not amazing, but it's still, what, 100 marks? That's not actually that bad, because 1 is 20. So, I haven't yet, on this character at least, gone to just go to a low-level area and spam kill a bunch of stuff, but, you know, Maybe we can, because it won't give us experience, which is quite nice. So, might be worth doing something. Also, we are obviously now completing the... by completing the Wargrider Sentry quest, we are also slightly completing the Scout the Perimeter quest, which is going to be good. If we did want to, though, we could quite easily just skip all these landscape quests, just do the what it requires us here to do, but whilst they're here, it's pretty much not necessarily free experience, but it's relatively easy experience to just obtain. If we kill 2 more of these, that's going to be basically our level 93 sorted. So now we're going to have to complete Turmoil inside. Looks like, yeah, so pretty much these are the landscape quests that we have in... There we are. So we have to complete these anyway. We have to defeat these sentries. We have to complete, I think, 2 more of these guys. We have to defeat random enemies just generally. There's a lot going on with these quests at the moment. It should be a relatively easy thing to do. There's only, what, there were 5 there. So if I quickly look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 in total out of 9, it looks like. So we're going to have the Grima Influence, I think, is another one. A Grim Encounter is, I think, one we're missing out on. And Eyes and Ears. Oh no, Eyes and Ears are sorted. I have got that one, so I'm not sure which other one it is. Right, there we are, level 93. A little bit of lag always happens when you get levels. So that's going to mean that we are now on, well, a higher level, actually, than the enemies we're currently with, which is quite nice because, you know, it's always nice to be above level. The only problem is the experience rates we're going to be getting now is going to be lowered just because experience, that's the way it works. Which is going to be a little frustrating. These guys have 30k XP, or 30k health, rather. So they're also going to be a bit of a pain. But I think if you're higher level, stuff at damage or is less likely to hit you anyway. On top of like your what is it rating? I think it's finesse rating. Is it finesse? It will tell us actually. No, there's another one. There's a stat which means you're more likely to miss. I think it's actually might. I think might is actually what it is. Yeah, block and parry ratings. And we have so little might that it's really not even worth paying attention to. So, I'm looking at it. We've done sentries, got eyes, ears, ballista, food stores, white hand, army, the captain. So it's Grima influences siege breakers, I think, and then Grim Encounter. So we're just going to do these. This is also going to count towards the 20 enemies we have to defeat anyway, so it's all perfect. A Grim Encounter. So we have Grima's bodyguards apparently around here. Don't really want the shattered hatchets. Oh, this guy's attacking me. That made a bit more sense than that Dunlending paying attention to me suddenly, just because I'm stealing from a bag. Just got his eye on the bag, and as soon as it opens, you know, pays it. It's like, suddenly, now I have to do my job. The annoying thing with these sentries, obviously, though, is they do these poisony things. So that's our main issue. So we can find a torch, then we have to, like, find a torch actually for 2 quests, it looks like. Food stores and ballista. How many more sentries do we need to kill? 3 more, so 2 more after this one. That's fine. And then we've got Grim Encounter, so we only have the Grima Influence and Siege Breakers to go after, you know, torching stuff up and killing enemies just around here generally. The 20 enemies one is going to be relatively easy because doing all the other stuff anyway. Ah, Siege Breakers found you. Doing the other quests and killing the enemies we need to and stuff are just going to give us enough to kill 20 in total. I'm actually going to take you off, actually, because you're locked and it annoys me. What we can do is track nearby quests. And I need to also do this. Do we want an Eolingus Woodworker's scroll case? Probably. What can we get rid of for it? We'll do that. Perfect. How many more? One more for the sentries. That'll be fine. That works out in our favor. How many quests? How many more enemies to defeat? So we'll be at 9 after this. So then we just need to do 11 more. That should be relatively easy to do. We need to kill 3 trolls anyways. That'll throw us up to 12. Plus the captains, that'll throw us up to 15. So really it's only 5. The problem is these guys have 156,000 health, which means we are going to definitely have to spend a little bit of time in between actually attacking them. So we're going to go barbed arrow, we're then going to go rapid fire, and then we're just going to have to basically spam attack because there's no other way we can physically do this. These guys have a lot of evade though, so we are probably going to be running around, running out of power, like so, because these guys are going to wreck us completely. You shouldn't be able to catch up with me really because... Oh, that was really helpful, thank you. You don't know what that means to me. Alright, I'm gonna have to run around this way because I do not want to run into those enemies. We're gonna have to play this by the map, really. This is my issue, like, he's barbed arrowed and stuff, and he's, you know, he's got improved hindering shot and stuff, but he's still fast enough to catch up to us. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. But apparently it is. Oh, don't do this. No, I'm messed up now, I'm totally screwed. I'm gonna have to do that, and then just hope I can take this guy out quickly, and then just do this Warg Rider sentry really quickly. Alright, we're gonna have a problem now. Those White Hand Trolls are gonna be a real problem, especially when we've got 2 of them here. I'm not sure if we're going to have to isolate one, and that's the only way we're actually going to be able to do it. I'm going to set down a campfire quickly. We got any potions in here? We do. We actually have a level 91, so that'll be actually perfect. We should probably eat some food as well. That might be a good idea. Do we have any... no, we do not have any items to use that on. We're going to have to get rid of something like this Jade Gemstone and just do that. I don't want to use my very first one, though. We're also going to have a wait in between because rapid fire requires obviously a minute, is it? Or a minute and a half? A minute and a half to actually do its, you know, refill. Or its cooldown, rather, is the proper word. I think it's the only one we're going to have issue with. I think even the captains should be okay. I don't think they're going to be 156k or whatever it is. I'm not sure, though. I haven't actually seen where any of the captains are. I also don't even know where, like, Grima's bodyguards are or anything like that. Possibly further in. There's an Orc captain up there. How much does the Orc captain have? Don't know. I'm going to take this guy out and find out, I guess. We could probably stealth up there, possibly. But I do think it'll be a good idea to have some food. I think, though, our food is super low level for us right now. So we'll probably have to go with Daleman's Crams, which is good because it's using a inventory space that we kind of need to get rid of. So I'm going to enjoy a meal. Have that for 5 minutes. Probably going to be eating a few of those. I need to make some new food, but we were waiting for... so you're only 30k. You're fine. That's actually really easy then. That's why I was kind of hoping for the for the trolls to be 30k, like the ones we had in that instance, and then the captains to be like 50k. Obviously, that's not how it's transpired. It's a little bit frustrating. But, you know, I think we know what we're looking for with the captains now, though. See, there's a torch that I think I could take those two out relatively easily. I could even just do it from here, I think. Oh, and they don't even aggro each other. So that is great. So can I jump down here? Okay, I was about to say without damaging my legs, but apparently not. So if I can get this torch, maybe I can do what I need to do then. So where are the food and fuel? So we have to destroy quite a lot of fuel. 8 fuel, 6 food. Hopefully we can get to the food without being really noticed. Or not. Okay, cool. So I can walk up to the food and be noticed by both of you, but I can shoot one of you in the face and only one of you noticed. That's how I expected that all to work. We need a new bow, I think. Our bow's level 90, so it actually shouldn't be doing that bad, but I feel like we're not living up to our potential. Right, there's another fuel over here, so that's good. Hopefully the fuel will also bring us closer to these captains that we want to find. Any food? Food's over here. Right, that's fine. See if we can... Right. Nope, this time also that didn't work. That's fine. So I was going to say, I was going to maybe hope that once again I could kill one of them and be fine with it. Like, yeah. Kill one of them and... yeah, the other not notice, but it obviously didn't work. That's fine. I also completely forgot we have to... The whole reason we're doing this is to make turmoil. So we couldn't even... We have to do a minimum of 5 of these anyway. Right, any fuel or anything in here? Nope. No, even bodyguards. They might be bodyguards, but I'm not sure. They are. Right, fuel. It's probably a captain up one of these. There's a skirmisher? No captain, though. I'm gonna have a quick peek up here. See if there's any captains that I can see. No, regular skirmisher, though. So I'm just taking you guys out. You're just an Urkai warrior. You're a skirmisher. There's fuel down there, so I'm going to take you out as a skirmisher. Just so I can get down to there without too much hassle. And I'm hoping, yeah, we can just get some of these level 90 celebrant salves. Because the more of those we have, the easier it's going to be for us killing some of these trolls. We're probably just going to use them all straight away because of the trolls, but I'm not too fussed about it. If it comes to it really badly, we can probably make... Well, the thing is we're scholars, so we can make them with that whole thing, but the problem is we're not high enough level yet. So at the very least I can probably buy some somewhere, or I can just come with my main character, obtain a few and send them over. Right, only one more fuel to do. Now all we have to worry about is the food, which I see 2 of over here already. Right, how close can I get? Okay. That's fine. I only got one of them aggroed. That's actually the best thing I could have hoped for. Are you a captain up there? You are a captain. Okay, I thought you were, by the fact you were shaking your hands around so much. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, defeat this captain. That's going to hopefully work out in our favor. And then we can kind of hopefully maybe find... I might go back and see if I can get that other... Or not that other, but that troll, if he's respawned, which he probably should have by now. We can probably get him dealt with. And do what we need to do with that guy. and kill him, then wait for him to respawn while we do some other stuff around here. Because I think he's the only one that we're actually going to have an actual attempt at, because the other two that I saw, or the only other two I've seen, are actually, like, stood right next to each other. And the fact we could barely defeat one, I don't think we'll be able to defeat two together. Right, do we think I can defeat you without aggroing? Oh, there's two of you there, so that's going to be a bit of a hassle. I'll go over to this one instead, hope that we can get there without the archer noticing. Or, I'm actually going to go over to this one where there is only one Dunlending. And he probably won't notice us. And if he does, it's only one compared to two. Right then, captains are what we're after now, so there is a captain apparently right over here. So I need to get a little bit closer. Take you out. You'll be my last turmoil for Unmeasured Malice. We do have two other things to do, though. Still, well, we actually have 4 other things to do, I think, at the moment. So we complete that. We'll complete the other thing. Oh. Okay, the sentry didn't technically see me. He didn't aggro onto me, at least. But we have Unmeasured Malice, but we also have the Siege Breakers, Grim Encounter, and then we also have the Grim Influence. Though I'm not sure how to currently obtain that one. I will quickly have a look once I kill this archer and heal myself of this wound. So, a Grim Encounter, that's all the way over there? Okay, we'll have a quick look then. I'm going to try and get out before this sentry can see me. Nope, didn't happen. I'm just going to try and outrun it, I think. That won't work, so I'm just going to... jump. I'm just going to get off and do this. Bye-bye. So we'll get back on here. Hopefully we won't have to deal with anything. And I'm assuming if we do the Grima one, we'll get a complete a Grim Encounter and possibly get the Grima Influence afterwards. I can only think that would be how that works. And then we can try and defeat 2 more White Hand Trolls. That might take a little while, though. We will see. Probably will take quite a while, considering how long it took us to defeat one of them. I think it took long enough where the rapid fire actually cooled down, pretty much. That is a warband. We will stay away from that. We're going to decline it, even. My only worry is how powerful Grima's bodyguards are going to be. Because they could be like 12k health, or they could be like 30k health. We don't actually know until we get here. 15k health. That's not that bad. If I can take on one at a time, I won't have any issues. If we have like 3 pile up on us, we're gonna have problems. So if we can just kind of keep them separate, I think we should be good. My only worry then is this whole thing with the Grima Influence. Like, am I maybe just gonna have to get close to Grima? Or maybe it'll be after I complete this and then Grima will be like, hey, what you doing? And then try to use his influence against me. I'm basically just going off of what the quest title is called. Like, I legitimately have no idea what the quest is. All I know is the name of it. Right, 1 more bodyguard. Take you out. Should be relatively easy. There we are. Talk to Grima Wormtongue. And what are you going to do now? You're going to run back to the other place, or you're going to run in here? Right, a grim encounter. And I don't know if that's going to lead us back to going over here and getting a Grima influence. We shall see, though. I did not mean to aggro that warg. I did not see him. Right, I am gonna just take a little back seat over here, see if we can just try and get this warg off our case. Wherever he is. Oh no, he's off. I'm gonna try and see this quest and how we get to it. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get in first because I don't want to have to deal with these sentries or the warg sentries. We're then going to try and find this... Oh, no, it's right here. Observe Grima reprimanding the White Hand leaders. So, as I kind of suspected, it was just a case of him coming back over here after, like, maybe we found out where he was or we overheard something. So we're gonna sneak, well, I say sneak, we're gonna kill this White Hand skirmisher because he's gonna otherwise stop us in our tracks. And then... Okay, so we should be able to observe this now. The only worry I have is he's gonna send these guys after us. I don't want to have to use rapid fire because... if I use rapid fire, then I've got to wait until I can use rapid fire again on the trolls. Which would be a bit of a hassle. But as soon as these two quests are done, Unmeasured Malice is completed, we just follow the trail back to Woodhurst and that's actually us completed. So, time-wise, we've actually done quite a good job. We're just over an hour at this point. We're going to take a little while to complete the troll quest, but I think we're doing pretty good. Relatively, like, there's a sketch and you should talk to Herebrand about what you saw. Okay, so that is actually with Herebrand, so we got to go back to Woodhurst to do that. But now we got to go find these trolls again. There's two here. We don't want to defeat those because they are going to absolutely wreck us. Considering, yes, okay, they are the same damage. I thought that maybe, like, because there were two of them, they could have been lowered in damage. What we're going to do now is we're going to go quickly take this as our food. Maybe we'll have some fortifying food as well. And then I'm gonna barbed arrow and then rapid fire the absolute hell out of this guy. Were we level 93 when we last defeated one of these guys? Or... I don't know if we were level 92 still. I think we were 93. Because I don't feel like we've had much for... No, I think we were definitely 93. Because it was like the very first quest completion of these 9 was us leveling it to 93, so it would make sense to us. And that was us just killing the wargs on the outside. Right, I'm gonna have to quickly do this so that... I'm also gonna have to lock those celebrant cells because I do not want to accidentally sell them. I think we're doing alright this time. I think going around in circles is a better method than going in a straight line. I think in a straight line he can catch us, but if we go around in circles he can't. So we're going to have to just basically defeat this guy, wait for him to respawn, which can take I don't know how long possibly. But we should be safe in this field. I don't think any enemies go through here. We'll regen our stuff back up. There we are. 2 out of 3 sorted. We could also use the Scrolls of Max Morale and Power for 90 minutes. That might be useful. Maybe the attack damage for 90 minutes could also be useful. Now we have to wait for him to respawn. There's a wooden chest here though, so I'm actually going to possibly go after this. And my only worry is this Urukai sentry is probably gonna... Yeah, he's gonna aggro us, so we're just gonna have to take him out quickly. Shouldn't be a huge issue, it's just gonna waste time whilst we wait for this guy to respawn. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Because you are just a warrior. Right, okay. I saw one guy on his own and maybe thought it was another troll, but just another shattered axe. 153 silver though, and some logs of walnut wood. But yeah, we have a few, looking at here, we do have a few legendary items that we can, oh, actually, there is a level 92 Hunter's Bow of the Third Age, so that might be a quite nice thing to use. That is actually really nice. It's not going to do a massive increase in damage, considering, obviously, well, we've obviously, if I go Control I think it is, the Hunter's Bow, we've obviously put the DPS at max. Even at max DPS at level 60, this thing still beats it at level 0, or 1 technically. So it's a good increase. Plus, hopefully we can get some good, well, we can probably get some legacies off this that we want. For example, induction bow damage, focused power bow cost is quite good as well, and quick shot damage. We can just take those 2 off. Well, 1 off, but you know what I mean. And then we can just deconstruct all the ones we have otherwise. Here he is. He's here. He's ready. He's good. He's super fine. He's so fine. He blows my mind. Trail food is going to be on for a little while. Cooked food is going to be hopefully fine. So we are going to just try this once again. And as soon as this guy is down, we will be heading back quickly to, I think, Woodhurst first, then to Brockbridge, then back, well, Unmeasured Malice. No, we're going to go talk to Woodhurst first to talk to Herebrand. Then we'll go talk to Wilbur. Well, we'll talk to Wilbur first, then go talk to Herebrand. Then go back to Brockbridge for Follow the Trail, which is going to be a vector quest to Woodhurst. So that's fine, but I don't want to go do Follow the Trail first because I'm worried it might stop us doing the Grima Influence and completing it. I'm not sure it will, I'm just worried it might. Possibly. That is actually quite a quick respawn time. If you think about how... I'm going to try and not use... this is going to mess us up. I kind of don't want to use the Celebrant Salve that I have. Honestly. Might use the lower tier one instead. Because it'll do good enough for us. But I need to make sure I lock it and make sure I pick them up, because I feel like they're accidentally going into my my loot box, or this loot bag, and then accidentally getting sold. Right, so with that done, we're going to quickly try and get out of here. We'll go when this sentry is gone. Or not. There we are. So we'll try and get out a little bit just so the sentry can't get to us. And then we're going to head over to this place, which was Flodge Held. We'll then, maybe we should go to Gapholt and get the swift travel there. Then go from Gapholt up to Woodhurst, then Woodhurst, well, then talk to Herebrand then here. Because that's just going to speed us up later. And we might as well do it whilst we're there. And then what I'll do is, in the meantime, after the episode's finished, since Brockbridge and over here and Gapholt actually have legendary item vendors, so we'll just go reforge and do all this stuff. We have a bunch of these things, so, you know, 938,000, you know, item experience, that'll be fine. That should get us into... there's also a place called Grimslade nearby, but that should hopefully get us up to the max level that we want to relatively quickly. If not, we can just do some of the lower level ones here. I say lower level, 239,000, but you know what I mean. Do we want to grab one of these? I think that might be a good idea if we just go get rid of, like, this cloak and grab that, just so we can deconstruct it. Then we'll go help you out.
These are desperate.
Oh, we also have something else here that we need to get rid of. So, we can get rid of this ring. I think that ring is the one we don't care about too much. Yeah. So then we got these pauldrons. We want the fate one, so we're gonna go put those on.
What is happening?
Find the ford north of Flodgeheld. So that is an interesting thing there. So I'm gonna go Gapholt, and then I'm gonna go... I want to go Gapholt just to get the I want to wait until the map like fixes itself, but I want to go gap hole so we can get the swift travel there. And then what I want to do is... Oh, I'm surprised I made that. Alright, we'll jump over here. Yeah, I want to go... Where am I going to? Yeah, gap hole up here. Then we want to go to Woodhurst. I want to complete this because, as I said, if we complete this, it might... I don't think it will, but there's a chance it might stop that quest being completable. I think it would have said otherwise, but I'm just scared it's going to happen. I want all the XP. I went out of my way to go talk to Grima and defeat his bodyguards and stuff, so I want to make sure it's all sorted. There's some invaders, Isengard invaders. I do not want to deal with you Isengard invaders, but I feel like I'm lost. Right, what I'm going to have to do is get out of the way of this waterfall. We're going to go over this side. And there seems to be a pathway up here, so we can go up. Hopefully back up to, yeah, up to Gap Hole, it looks like. Cross this area up here, go to the Stable Master. And then with that, we can head back to where we need to go to, because, yeah, I need to go talk to Herebrand. It's important news. We have some important information. That place is... Martin is not looking... the best at the moment, so we will probably be worrying about that later on, relatively soon. Once we actually get there, once we complete these epic quest stuff, and well, once we get back to the epic quest and such, because again, we're still stuck on these trait. I say stuck, we're on these trait points because trait points are important. If we have to do quests to do it, specifically these quests to do it, then I'm happy doing so for those points, even if it delays us a little bit. I'm happy to do so, especially when we can get more done in an episode like this. So Gap Hole, we're going to be coming here relatively soon, in a few quest time, so this is going to be a nice, quicker way of getting here just by having the Stable Master, plus we can get back, you know, Stable Masters are always just useful to have, no matter what. Don't really need a reason to have them. So Stable Master, where you at? You're actually over here, I think. Okay, that was not what I planned for that, or how I planned for that to go. Just, like, fell through the floor, but fine. Right,
I'm afraid
Woodhurst, let's go.
Happening to these lands.
So, now we're back in Woodhurst. Back to Herebrand we go quickly, and then we're going to go back to Brockbridge, because it's close to the ford that we need to go to. And that is going to bring us back to here anyway. But again, I want to complete the quest first. Right, Herebrand, the Grima influence.
There is no lack of things to be done.
So we got some a nice new bit of jewelry. We'll have to have a quick look at what we want. We don't want anything of might and stuff. So if I can get agility, vitality, and fate, that's good. And we get max morale. We lose a bit of fate. We lose, what, 12 fate? But we've been gaining a bit of fate recently, so I think that's probably the best one to go to, considering it's giving us so much in morale and such. So I need to get rid of something in my inventory. What can go? This can go, because we don't need it anymore. And we'll wear that new thing just like that. Perfect. So that's 13k health now. Awesome. Alright then, back to Brockbridge we go, then down to this ford, and then just straight back here pretty much right after. Should be relatively quick, relatively easy to get completed.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Okay, back on our horse we go. We will... I don't know if we need to... We'll go out the bottom of the city. Over here, if our steed will let us. There we are. Okay, let's just not do that. Let's just not deal with that. There is a quest here. Westamnit Scout. You are a speak to Gandalf in the Westfold. We will do that. Where is Gandalf in the Westfold? Oh, he's down here in Kingstead. Maybe we'll go do that quickly as well next episode or something. But we'll quickly head over this direction. Basically, it's because we're level 93 now. I think it's trying to push us over there. But we're going to be going there after we complete the stuff in Woodhurst anyway, I think. So we'll do that, or we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I think. But we just need to find this ford, which should be right directly ahead of us. Not too far now. 100 meters. You found the ford in the river where the enemy is likely to have crossed. Find evidence of the White Hands passing. Oh, so we're just proving they're going up to Woodhurst, maybe? You're following the trail of the White Hand and should find more evidence nearby. Up here? Yeah, they definitely look like they're traveling up to Woodhurst. Footprints. You're following the trail of the White Hand and should find more evidence nearby. More footprints. Oh, Scout Mate Isamore. All the way over here. Ooh. An interesting looking place. Is it a mine? I think it is. Or at least used to be. You have discovered Mate Isanor. We've completed a deed, apparently stone deed exploration, which is quite nice. So we need to explore the Broadacres, Eastfold, Kingstead, and Westfold. So we haven't done those 3 yet. So we'll eventually have to go back to those. Oh damn! Look at the amount of like enemies here. I did not see that until just a second ago. I think until we discovered it, it didn't actually show the enemies. Damn. So that's some LOTRO points given to us. That's just 5. It's not an amazing amount, but it's always nice just to have them happen on the way playing. Just, you know, just normally getting some randomly given to us. It's quite nice. So off back we go to Woodhurst. We'll go talk to Herebrand, finish that quest up, and that'll be us back in Woodhurst. So that is all the Brockbridge quests completed. Then after this we're going to complete 3 more quests. 1 is an instance and 2 is just regular quests. And then that's going to send us over to Gap Hole for a little while. I'm not sure how long, but we'll try and probably do all those in one episode as well. Unless there's like 40 quests, or just a number that makes it seem like it's not possible. If so, I'll probably just do it in a few episodes that I can quickly do without having like a 3-hour long episode or something like that. Those are generally just reserved for episode 50s. So back up we go. Well, episodes of 50. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, etc, etc. Right. Herebrand, follow the trail. Enemy has crossed the river. This is all news indeed. We cannot deal with Mate Isanmore yet. Woodhurst has slipped further out of our grasp since you were last here. We need your help here more than ever. So there we are. We have now got a vendor discount. We are now known to the, well, we're now known as friends to the Helmingus, which actually means we can now get the travel skill to Helm's Deep, which is actually pretty cool. I'll probably pick that one up relatively soon. I think we have enough Westernnet iron coins. Let's actually quickly check. Oh, we got 6 more since we last looked, but iron... I think it's the iron coins. 3, 6, 7. One was for a steed for like 200. Or no, I think it was like 150 for the... 300 for, I think, the steed, and like 200 or 150 for the travel skill. So, you know, we're making it there. After this quest is going to be 370, so we definitely have enough to do what we need to do. So we're going to go talk to Callan, but we'll do that all in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I know this was a longer than normal episode, but I wanted to get through all this. I thought it was worth just spending the extra time and just getting it all done in one episode instead of probably taking quite a few to get through it. So eventually, you know, we got through it. We'll do the 3 quests we have here in Woodhurst, see how long they take. If they take particularly long, we'll just do that as an episode If not, we might go to Gap Holt, see how many quests we have there. But I do want to get all the Gap Holt done relatively quickly. So what we might do, next episode, we might do what's remaining here, then go to Gap Holt for the episode after that, complete everything there, and then come back here and finish up in Woodhurst before starting with you. Though I might need to get back onto your quests because...
my son, Herebrand.
Oh, I kind of should have done that, shouldn't I? Okay. We'll accept this one as well then, and possibly quickly go over there. That might be a good idea. So, either way though, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.